Sometimes innovation doesn't start by asking what we have, but by asking what is missing. Hello, I'm Nazanin Bakhtiari. I'm 14 years old from the iLearn Academy. I am an AI programmer and developer, and in this field, I have won 3 international gold medals from the AAI organization, a silver medal from the World Expo competitions, as well as a bronze medal from the Vanaiti and Vanguard competitions. The idea I want to present to you has also won first place in the national competitions. Novairax. Discovering what is systematically missing, not just what is present. At Novairax, we are not just focused on data analysis. We are looking for things that are not in the data but should have been. While most AI systems tell us what is happening, we have built a system that tells us what is missing and what that absence means. So it can identify those things that everyone else has silently overlooked. How do we achieve this goal? We have brought together a set of specialized algorithms that compare common patterns across different industries, track user behavior over time and trends, and ultimately we have an intelligent engine that integrates all the findings to plainly and objectively tell us, in this field there should have been such a product or service, but there isn't. Why is this system smarter than a human? Because humans are subject to bias, fatigue, memory limitations, and cultural frameworks. Whereas our algorithm never forgets or makes value-based judgments in any area. It can compare thousands of markets simultaneously. From a computational perspective, it even records and analyzes the absence of something as data. The result? With this system, we identify gaps that even major companies fail to notice. Gaps that are hidden behind users' silence or the historical weaknesses of markets. At Novairax, we haven't just created an idea or a conceptual architecture. We are developing a fully operational system that connects to real organizational data quickly and easily and immediately starts analyzing. How does this happen? With a modular API-based architecture, it doesn't matter how complex or simple the data is. Whether it's a simple CSV file, a technical report, or an API feed of user behavior, all you need to do is input the data. The system automatically handles all the steps of preparation, pre-processing, and transferring the data to the analysis engine. Our models are pre-trained and only require minimal tuning to quickly adapt to any industry or organization and start uncovering opportunities. That's why analyses that used to require research and market teams, data analysts, and 6 months of work can now be completed in Novairax in just a few hours. Because our data gap detection algorithms have been trained from the ground up to analyze differences between industries. Our language models, like BR's topic, can extract unspoken topics from reports and existing documents without the need for labeled data. And the central decision engines, by combining several outputs simultaneously, can rank the validated hidden needs. Not by guessing words, but with data. The 4 technological pillars of Novairax include an intelligent anomaly detection system. We are not just looking for strange data, we are searching for those things that should be there but are missing. Imagine that 99% of similar industries have a certain type of data, but one industry does not. That invisible point is our big opportunity. Here we use models like autoencoder and isolation forest to uncover these systematic deficiencies. Not just scattered outliers, but real and hidden gaps. Second, topic-based linguistic analysis. Here, it's not just about understanding the text. We want to discover needs that have never been expressed, hidden beneath customer feedback, social media posts, or even dry government reports. But the signs of those needs are hidden between the words. For example, when someone doesn't say they want an automated medical device, but their behaviors and words reveal that need. Our system uncovers exactly these hidden signals. 3. Vector-based comparison of concept. We turn ideas, products, and even market needs into points in a multidimensional space. Now we can step back and measure the distance between what the market wants and what industries are offering. The greater this distance, the more it indicates a real innovation gap, and we can measure it accurately and objectively. Not by guessing words, but with data. 4. Adversarial learning. Our system learns like the mind of a smart entrepreneur. What factors are always present on the path to success, and which components are missing in failed projects. With the help of models like SimCLR, the system itself identifies what should not be omitted and uncovers the hidden patterns of success. As a result, its recommendations are not just theoretical, but are rooted in real market experience. Altogether, these 4 pillars form an unmet needs discovery engine that both sees deeply and reacts quickly, and can find opportunities in any industry that were previously completely overlooked. The combination of these algorithms forms the core engine of Novairax. We haven't just lined up the models next to each other like an assembly line. I built an algorithm overlap engine, which is the intelligent heart of Novairax. In this fusion engine, each module passes its output to the next module for review, validation, or correction. Finally, a fully intelligent decision-making layer evaluates all the outputs. If our language model discovers a hidden topic, and at the same time the concept comparison system confirms that gap from another perspective, and the anomaly detection component also validates it, then that point is confidently expanded as a real and high-priority innovation opportunity. This means that Novairax doesn't just analyze, it combines the multidimensional and unbiased perspectives of several models so that no hidden opportunity is missed. The executable and adaptable pathway of Novairax. We designed a modular architecture where each algorithm is trained independently and then integrated together in a powerful central engine. Our system is always ready to listen and learn. With every new feedback from users, it adjusts itself and aligns with the realities of the market. High repairability is one of our core values. Any industry you can think of, from healthcare and energy to finance and agriculture, Novairax can adapt itself and be implemented. All the details and modules of this system were tested and reviewed with real data during the MVP experimental phase, and now we are ready to connect to industrial and real-world datasets and prove ourselves in practice. Ultimately, we have built a system that not only tells us what exists, but with scientific precision and machine speed, tells us what should exist. This is not a decorative algorithm, but a real deployable tool with proven economic value. The 3 golden revenue streams of Novairax. 1. We offer direct sales of innovation insights to large companies, governments, accelerators, as well as unbiased and accurate reports that reveal market opportunities and needs within just a few hours. Instead of spending 6 months on research and incurring heavy costs, they can make quick and smart decisions with just a 3-hour report. Revenue model, monthly subscription or pay-per report. 2. Enterprise API for discovering internal needs. Novairax enables banks, large industries, and startups to identify unseen needs and undeveloped gaps by connecting their internal data to our API. No worries about data confidentiality, because everything is executed locally and securely. Revenue model. Annual subscription or pay per project and usage. 3. AI-powered innovation consulting for governments, VCs, and R&D centers. We provide fully customized analyses. We deliver opportunities, advantages, and risks across thousands of innovation paths in just a few hours, instead of weeks of manual work. Revenue model. Project-based contracts or equity in the innovation creation process. All 3 approaches are built on transparency, speed, and uncovering hidden value, so that Novairax is both profitable and impactful. Comprehensive collaboration from opportunity discovery to implementation and real revenue generation. Even if Novairax were just this one module, we'd still be looking at a product with billion-dollar potential. But the truth is, this is just the beginning. We are building a global tool that can redefine the structure of innovation across industries. From healthcare, energy, and transportation to education, security, agriculture, financial services, and beyond. All major changes began with seeing a gap. By people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. But now, that sharp vision has become an unstoppable system. Novairax. Now we come to the second phase of Novairax, from identifying a need to the finalization of a solution and a startup. In the first phase, we were able to see what no one else could see. Discovery is just the beginning of the story. The turning point is when a hidden need turns into a practical solution, a product full of potential, or a living startup. This is where analysis turns into action. At this stage, Novairax no longer just analyzes but begins to create. By combining global data, industry channels, user behavior patterns, and the output of the need discovery engine, we designed a system that can generate creative, practical, and implementable ideas. Here, generative language models like GPT and T5 are integrated alongside decision-making models and development networks, combined with industry knowledge and real user behavior. Not just a solution, but a launchable business is formed. We don't just line up algorithms one after another. We make them engage in conversation. It's like a task force team where each member examines the problem from a different perspective, and ultimately, they arrive at a practical roadmap. Our system lays out an actionable path for every hidden need. MVP design is based on real data, market forecasting, risk analysis, precise target market definition, and even the creation of an initial fundraising document. And here the user doesn't just end up with an idea, they see their execution path clearly and precisely. From market definition to financial planning and user behavior simulation. Everything is documented, ready to present to investors, and ready for implementation. But here's where the magic happens. When you reach this level of access to live data, algorithmic analyses, and adaptive learning, you don't just create a single solution. Dozens of innovative paths open up around it. Even outputs that may initially seem unrelated can form independent startups in other industries or contexts. Now let's move on to 3 revenue streams from this very module. Directly selling innovation insights to companies, governments, and accelerators for critical decision-making, and providing an analytical API to organizations so they can connect their internal data and discover their own opportunities. And third, AI-powered innovation consulting services. Instead of weeks of human consulting, immediate and effective output. The economic value of this module is such that it can independently serve as a standalone international product line. This system is not only intelligent but also profitable, and we offer it through 3 proven revenue streams. Just a single idea generated by this system can be valued at tens of millions of dollars on its own. In a world full of problems, our system is not just a responder, but a generator of opportunities. Why is this an economic revolution? We are building not just a technology but an ecosystem for innovation production. A system that continuously creates thousands of economic opportunities, not through human inspiration, but through precise machine analysis. A 90% reduction in the cost and time of market research. An increase in the success rate of startups. Opening the path of entrepreneurship for everyone and discovering new markets across industries. This is where our distinction lies. At Novairax, we don't just create an idea. We automatically build a startup from need identification to design, from financial planning to preparing for investment attraction. Ultimately, our goal is not just to create technology, but to create a future where technology truly serves humanity. Novairax enables us to identify health needs in underprivileged areas even before they are officially recorded. In education, we can create levels tailored to each child's mind. In agriculture, we can develop algorithms that tell farmers what to plant before weeds even start to grow. In the energy sector, we see opportunities that have simply remained hidden from the eyes of governments and large industries. In urban communities, we can design solutions that predict and address traffic, pollution, and even depression before they turn into crises. We design the future, algorithm by algorithm, idea by idea. We don't just provide solutions, we build startups. Novairax transforms the future from an abstract concept into a tangible and present reality. And this is not just a technological innovation, but an economic and cultural transformation. We are democratizing entrepreneurship by removing the barriers to rapid entry into innovation. It's no longer just academic elites or tech billionaires entering the game. Now, anyone with an idea, a data set, and access to an ecosystem can become a player in global innovation. In a world where complexity outweighs resources, we need a system that can spot the problem before we even ask the question. That's what Novairax is. It's a global intelligent assistant for the future of humanity. In a world where everyone is searching for answers, we built a system that first asks the right question and then turns it into a profitable and actionable solution. This means identifying the hidden need. We are here to turn that into a solution, a startup, and real value. In the end, the world was changed by ideas that started in the mind of a single person. Tesla, Amazon, and Facebook all began with a hidden need, a need that no one saw except the founders. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, each of them had just one idea. But that very idea, by addressing the right gap, changed the world forever. Now imagine a system that can do the same thing, not just once, but thousands of times a day. And that means an endless production line for billion-dollar opportunity. A system that discovers hidden needs, designs solutions for them, and automatically turns each solution into a business pathway. And if we consider Elon Musk an engine of innovation, Novairax is a relentless powerhouse. An entrepreneur that never sleeps, never gets tired, and simultaneously creates hundreds of value-generating parts. And perhaps this is the best way to imagine it. Imagine if Steve Jobs, Alan Turing, and Elon Musk gathered in a room and decided to design the future. Now that room is an algorithm, and its name is Novairax. Thank you for your attention and for watching the video until the end.